Most people overpay for dumbbell sets like this. Here's why this one stands out. If you've ever walked into a gym and felt that moment of hesitation before grabbing a pair of weights, you know how important it is to have the right set at home. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've tried a bunch of different dumbbell sets over the years, and what always gets me is when the weights feel flimsy or the rack takes up half my garage. This Ranbebi set changed that for me. It's one of those purchases that actually makes working out at home feel like less of a compromise. The rack is solid, the weights are well coated, and everything fits together without rattling around like a tin can. I've been using it for a few months now, and it's held up through everything from bicep curls to goblet squats without a single scratch on the floor or the rack. One of the first things I noticed was how smooth the weight transitions are. Most sets in this price range have those cheap plastic or metal collars that either don't stay tight or scratch your hands. Ranbebi uses a rubber-coated design that feels premium and doesn't leave marks on your palms. I've been able to move from 10 pounds straight up to 30 without any awkward adjustments. That might sound small, but when you're in the middle of a set and the weight slips, it breaks your focus. This set doesn't do that. The rack itself is another standout. It's wide enough to hold all 11 pairs of dumbbells without crowding, and the slots are deep enough that even the 50-pounders sit snug. I've seen racks where the weights wobble or the rack itself feels like it's going to tip over with just a few pairs. Not this one. It's got a low center of gravity, and the rubber feet keep it from sliding on my garage floor. I've even used it as a makeshift bench for step-ups when I'm short on space, and it's held up fine. I also like that the weights are color-coded. It sounds silly, but when you're working out alone and switching between exercises, being able to glance and grab the right weight without second-guessing saves time and frustration. I've got the 10s marked in blue, the 20s in green, and so on. It's a small detail, but it makes a difference when you're trying to keep your heart rate up during a circuit. Another thing worth mentioning is how quiet these are. I've used other sets where every rep sounds like a hammer hitting a nail, which gets old fast if you're watching TV or trying to keep the peace with neighbors. Ranbebi's rubber coating absorbs the impact, so even dropping the 50-pounders doesn't make a sound. That might not matter to everyone, but if you're working out early in the morning or late at night, it's a nice bonus. I've put this set through a lot, from high-rep shoulder presses to deadlifts with the 50-pounders, and the cast iron core hasn't shown anywhere. The coating is still intact, and the weights haven't chipped or faded. That's important because I've had cheaper sets where the paint started peeling after just a few weeks, leaving rust spots that were a pain to clean. This set looks like new even after months of use. Now, I'll be honest, there are a couple of things that aren't perfect. The rack is a bit heavy to move around if you're trying to rearrange your space. It's not impossible, but it's not something you'll want to shift every day. Also, if you're used to Olympic-style plates or adjustable dumbbells, the fixed weights might feel limiting over time. But for most home gym setups, especially if you're just starting out or want a no-fuss solution, this set covers all the basics without breaking the bank. Overall, this Ranbebi set is a solid choice if you want a complete, durable dumbbell system that doesn't cost a fortune. It's the kind of equipment that disappears into the background of your routine because it just works. Whether you're doing light rehab work or pushing heavy sets, the weights feel consistent, the rack keeps things organized, and the whole setup has a premium feel without the premium price tag. If you're in the market for a home gym upgrade, this set is worth a look. Check it out using the link below and see if it fits your space and your workout style.